What if I told you that some of the most reliable, longest-lasting SUVs ever built are sitting on used car lots right now for less than the price of a decent vacation? While everyone else is fighting over overpriced new crossovers and drowning in 6-year car payments, smart buyers know there is a secret corner of the market where legendary durability meets basement-level pricing. We are talking about old-school SUVs that were built when manufacturers actually cared about longevity, vehicles that will hit 300,000 miles, while your neighbor's fancy new ride is already developing expensive problems. Today, I am counting down 15 old SUVs you can pick up on the cheap that will run forever with basic maintenance. These are not your typical reliable used car recommendations. These are the underdogs, the legends, and the hidden gems that mechanics respect and owners refuse to sell. Let's get into it. We're starting with what might be the single best value in the entire used SUV market, the third and fourth generation Toyota 4Runner from 1996 to 2009. This is the SUV that adventure seekers have quietly hoarded for years because they understand something most buyers do not. These things are essentially unkillable. The third generation, spanning 1996 to 2002, gave us the bulletproof 3.4-liter V6 that Toyota perfected over years of production. This engine has achieved legendary status in reliability circles, with countless examples cruising well past 300,000 miles on original internals. The fourth generation, from 2003 to 2009, upgraded to a 4.0-liter V6, producing 245 horsepower, and later years offered an optional 4.7-liter V8 that is equally proven. What makes the 4Runner special is not just the drivetrain, it is the complete package. The body-on-frame construction means this SUV can handle real abuse without developing the structural fatigue that plagues unibody competitors. The four-wheel drive systems, whether full-time or part-time depending on year and trim, are overbuilt and proven across millions of miles worldwide. According to iSeeCar's data, the Toyota 4Runner has a 26.8% chance of reaching 250,000 miles, 3.4 times higher than the average SUV. That is not marketing hype. Those are millions of data points confirming what 4Runner owners already know. The best part? Clean examples from the early 2000s can still be found under $10,000 if you are patient and willing to accept reasonable mileage. Even higher mileage examples with 150,000 miles represent tremendous value, since these trucks are just hitting their stride at that point. J.D. Power gave the 2008 4Runner an 87 out of 100 quality and reliability score. Consumer Reports awarded it a perfect 5 out of 5 reliability rating. This is not a gamble. It is a sure thing. Number 2. Jeep Cherokee XJ from 1984 to 2001. If there is one SUV on this list that inspires genuine cult devotion, it is the Jeep Cherokee XJ. This boxy, no-nonsense SUV ran for an incredible 18 model years with essentially the same formula. And every single one of those years produced machines that refused to quit. The heart of the XJ's legendary status is the AMC designed 4.0-liter inline-6 engine. This power plant predates Chrysler's ownership of Jeep, and it was built with old-school durability that modern engines simply cannot match. The cast iron block and head can handle punishment that would destroy lesser motors. Overheating? The 4.0-liter engine shrugs it off. Neglected oil changes? It keeps running. There are documented cases of these engines hitting 400,000 miles and beyond. The XJ was also a pioneer. It essentially created the modern SUV segment with its unibody construction, which combined car-like handling with genuine off-road capability. Do not let unibody fool you. The XJ's construction is remarkably sturdy And these vehicles have proven themselves on trails that would intimidate far more expensive rigs. Parts availability is exceptional because Jeep sold over 100,000 XJs nearly every year of production. Donor vehicles are plentiful. Aftermarket support is extensive, and repair costs remain remarkably low. You can find running examples for under $5,000, and even clean low rust examples rarely exceed $10,000. The only real enemy of the XJ is rust. If you are shopping in northern climates, inspect the floors, rocker panels, and rear quarter panels carefully. A rust-free XJ from the Southwest is automotive gold. Number 3. Toyota Land Cruiser, 80 Series and 100 Series from 1990 to 2007. The Toyota Land Cruiser does not need an introduction in reliability circles. It is essentially the benchmark against which all other SUVs are measured. But most people do not realize you can actually afford one of these legendary machines if you are willing to embrace reasonable mileage. The 80 Series, produced from 1990 to 1997, represents the last of the truly utilitarian Land Cruisers. These featured solid front and rear axles, locking differentials, and Toyota's famously overbuilt drivetrains. The 4.5-liter inline-six in these trucks can run for 500,000 miles with proper maintenance. The 100 Series, from 1998 to 2007, moved upmarket with independent front suspension and the legendary 4.7-liter 2 UZF-E V8. This engine has achieved almost mythical status among Toyota enthusiasts. It is the same basic power plant found in Tundras, Sequoias, and Lexus models, and it routinely exceeds 300,000 miles without major repairs. Some owners report hitting 500,000 miles and beyond with original internals. The Land Cruiser consistently ranks among the vehicles most likely to reach 250,000 miles. It is designed for global markets where reliability is not a convenience, it is a survival necessity. Aid workers, overlanders, and expedition teams choose Land Cruisers because failure is not an option when you are 3 countries away from the nearest mechanic. Yes, fuel economy is terrible. Yes, these trucks are large and somewhat unwieldy in parking lots. But if you want an SUV that will genuinely last and handle any terrain you throw at it, the Land Cruiser has no equal. Pricing has increased as more buyers discover these trucks, but patient shoppers can still find high-mileage 100 Series examples under $15,000. Remember, high mileage on a Land Cruiser is not a warning sign. It is proof the truck works. Number 4. The Lexus GX470 from 2003 to 2009. Here's a secret that off-road enthusiasts discovered years ago. The Lexus GX470 is essentially a luxury Land Cruiser at a fraction of the price. These trucks share their platform with the Toyota Land Cruiser Prado, sold internationally, and they bring the same legendary reliability wrapped in leather and premium audio. The GX470 features the same 4.7-liter 2 UZF-E V8 engine found in Land Cruisers and Tundras, an engine known for outlasting the vehicles it powers. The full-time four-wheel drive system with a locking center differential provides genuine off-road capability that embarrasses many dedicated trail rigs. Ground clearance is generous, approach and departure angles are respectable, and the chassis can handle far more abuse than its luxury appearance suggests. According to IC Cars analysis, the Lexus GX has a 20.7% chance of reaching 250,000 miles, 2.6 times higher than the average SUV. It is officially the longest-lasting luxury SUV you can buy, period. What makes the GX470 a secret weapon for budget buyers is the depreciation curve. Lexus pricing meant these trucks were expensive when new, but that same badge does not carry the same premium on the used market. A GX470 with 150,000 miles costs roughly the same as a comparable 4Runner despite offering more luxury features and the same bulletproof mechanicals. These trucks spent most of their lives in suburban driveways, driven by owners who followed maintenance schedules religiously. That means the high mileage examples you find often have better service histories than lower mileage trucks from brands with worse reputations. If you want Land Cruiser durability with heated leather seats and a premium sound system, the GX470 is the smartest buy in the used SUV market. 5. Honda CR-V, second and third generation, from 2002 to 2011. Not everyone needs a body-on-frame truck built for desert rallies. If your priorities include fuel efficiency, easy parking, and low maintenance costs, alongside reliability, the Honda CR-V from 2002 to 2011 deserves serious consideration. The second-generation CR-V from 2002 to 2006 established Honda's compact SUV as a benchmark for the segment. The 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine is part of Honda's K-Series family, arguably the most reliable engine architecture of the modern era. These motors routinely exceed 200,000 miles with nothing more than oil changes and basic maintenance. The third generation, from 2007 to 2011, refined the formula with improved interior quality and better fuel economy. The same proven drivetrain continued, and these later models benefit from additional years of development. RepairPal gives the Honda CR-V above-average reliability marks, with annual repair costs that fall well below the compact SUV segment average. This is not a vehicle that will surprise you with expensive problems. It is transportation appliance engineering at its finest. Available all-wheel drive provides confidence in bad weather without the complexity of low-range transfer cases and locking differentials. The CR-V is not pretending to be an off-roader. It is designed to handle real-world challenges like snowy commutes and muddy campground roads. The CR-V holds its value stubbornly, but patient shoppers can still find clean examples under $10,000. Even high-mileage examples with 150,000 miles represent solid purchases because these trucks typically have many years of service remaining. Number 6. The Toyota Sequoia, first generation, from 2001 to 2007. If you need a full-size SUV that can seat 8, tow a boat, and last essentially forever, the first-generation Toyota Sequoia is the obvious choice. This truck shares its platform with the first-generation Tundra, and it uses the same 4.7-liter V8 that powered Toyota's full-size truck lineup for years. The Sequoia dominates longevity statistics. According to IC-Cars data, approximately 47% of Toyota Sequoias surpassed 250,000 miles, making it the longest-lasting SUV you can buy. That is not a typo. Nearly half of all Sequoias built reach 250,000 miles. The 2UZ FE V8 is the same engine found in Land Cruisers, Lexus LX and GX models, and Tundras. It is arguably the most reliable V8 engine of the modern era, with conservative tuning, robust cooling, and Toyota's obsessive attention to durability. These engines do not just survive high mileage, they barely show signs of wear. Towing capacity reaches 6,500 pounds when properly equipped, adequate for most recreational needs. The 3-row interior genuinely accommodates adults in all seats. Ride quality strikes a balance between truck-like capability and family-friendly comfort. The Sequoia's biggest challenge is that Toyota fans know about its reliability, so prices remain higher than comparable domestic alternatives. However, clean first-generation examples can still be found under $15,000, and high-mileage versions regularly sell for under $10,000. If you need full-size capability without the compromises of newer unibody crossovers, the first-generation Sequoia is the safest investment you can make. 7. Mitsubishi Montero, third generation, from 2001 to 2006. Here is a truck that deserves far more recognition than it receives. The third-generation Mitsubishi Montero quietly built a reputation as one of the most capable and durable sport utility vehicles ever sold in America. While Toyota and Jeep get most of the reliability attention, the Montero earned its reputation the hard way. This is not marketing speculation. It is race-proven fact. The Mitsubishi Montero, known as the Pajero internationally, won the Dakar Rally 12 times. That is the most punishing motorsport event on Earth, covering thousands of miles of desert, mountains, and terrain that destroys lesser vehicles. When you buy a Montero, you are getting rally-proven engineering disguised as a family hauler. The third-generation Montero featured the Super Select four-wheel drive system, allowing drivers to shift between two-wheel drive, full-time four-wheel drive, and locked center differential modes while moving at highway speeds. This system is mechanically robust and provides genuine off-road capability. The 3.8-liter V6 might seem underpowered by modern standards at 215 horsepower, but it is reliable and simple. The 4-speed automatic transmission is overbuilt for the application. Together, they can deliver hundreds of thousands of miles without major mechanical issues. Because Mitsubishi has largely faded from the American consciousness, Montero prices remain remarkably affordable. Clean examples can be found for under $10,000, and even pristine low-mileage trucks rarely exceed $15,000. This is genuine off-road capability at budget prices. Parts availability is better than you might expect, since these vehicles sold globally in massive numbers. The Montero represents incredible value for buyers who want capability without the Toyota tax. Number 8. The Toyota XJ Cruiser from 2007 to 2014. The Toyota XJ Cruiser represents something unusual in the automotive world, a vehicle that is actually appreciated in value since production ended. But even with rising prices, the XJ Cruiser deserves consideration for anyone seeking a nearly indestructible SUV. Toyota built the XJ Cruiser using the best components from their truck lineup. The 4.0-liter V6 is the same proven engine found in Tacomas and 4Runners. The transmission is the same heavy-duty unit used in V8 trucks, but paired here with a V6, meaning it operates well below its stress limits. The brakes are oversized for the application. According to IC Cars data, the XJ Cruiser has an 8.1 out of 10 reliability rating, with a 39.1% chance of reaching 200,000 miles. Owners routinely report exceeding 300,000 miles without major mechanical problems. Some enthusiasts claim these trucks can reach 400,000 miles with proper maintenance. The XJ's quirky styling includes chunky roof pillars that limit visibility and rear hinge suicide doors that complicate cabin access. These design choices are not for everyone, but the mechanical components are essentially bulletproof, and the retro-inspired aesthetics have aged better than most vehicles from the era. The XJ Cruiser was discontinued in 2014 for the American market, but production continued in other countries until recently. Limited supply combined with strong demand has pushed prices upward, but well-maintained examples with 150,000 miles can still be found for $15,000 to $20,000. If you can live with the visibility compromises, the XJ Cruiser offers Toyota reliability in a unique package that continues to attract devoted fans. Number 9 is the Subaru Forester, second generation, from 2003 to 2008. Subaru has earned a devoted following for good reason. Their symmetrical all-wheel drive system provides genuine capability, and their vehicles tend to last far longer than competitors. This generation represents a sweet spot of affordability, simplicity, and durability. The Forester's flat-4 engine sits low in the chassis, giving the vehicle a lower center of gravity than competing SUVs with traditional inline engines or V6 engines. This is not just good for handling, it is a masterclass in physics that makes the vehicle more stable and less prone to rollover incidents. Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system sends power to all four wheels constantly. There is no complex computer deciding when to engage. It is mechanical and reliable. This simplicity translates to long-term durability and lower maintenance costs. The second-generation Forester addressed the head gasket issues that plagued some earlier Subarus. Model years from 2006 to 2008 are particularly well regarded for reliability. These years benefited from years of refinement while retaining the mechanical simplicity that makes older Subarus appealing. Prices for second-generation Foresters remain reasonable despite strong demand. Clean examples typically sell between $5,000 and $10,000, depending on mileage and condition. The turbocharged XT models command premiums, but the naturally aspirated versions provide the best long-term reliability. If you need all-weather capability without truck-like proportions, the Forester delivers genuine substance beneath its practical packaging. Number 10. Nissan Pathfinder R50 from 1996 to 2004. The second-generation Nissan Pathfinder, known as the R50, represents Nissan at its engineering peak. This was before the company's reliability reputation declined in later years. This is a genuinely capable and durable sport utility vehicle that has been largely forgotten by mainstream buyers. The R50 Pathfinder was based on Nissan's hard-body pickup truck platform, providing body on-frame construction and true truck capability. The 3.3-liter V6 engine, while not particularly exciting, is robust and proven across millions of miles worldwide. Later models received the improved 3.5-liter V6 with better performance and equivalent reliability. Available in both two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive configurations, the Pathfinder offered a part-time four-wheel drive system with low range for serious off-road use. This is not crossover all-wheel drive designed for mall parking lots. It is genuine truck hardware. The unibody design, which Nissan called unit body construction, actually provides better road manners than traditional body on-frame trucks, while maintaining solid durability. These vehicles have proven themselves on trails that would challenge purpose-built off-roaders. Because the Pathfinder does not carry Toyota or Jeep badge recognition, prices remain affordable. Clean examples can be found under $8,000, and even lower mileage trucks rarely exceed $12,000. This is tremendous value for a genuinely capable sport utility vehicle. Number 11. Lexus LX 470 from 1998 to 2007. If the Land Cruiser is the king of reliability, the Lexus LX 470 is the same king wearing a crown and sitting on a throne. This is literally a Toyota Land Cruiser 100 series with Lexus luxury appointments, the same legendary drivetrain wrapped in premium leather and surrounded by features that were cutting edge at the time. The 4.7-liter 2 UZF-E V8 engine is identical to the Land Cruiser engine, meaning you get the same capability to go more than 300,000 miles. The full-time four-wheel drive system with locking center differential provides the same off-road prowess. The chassis and suspension components are shared across both platforms. What you gain with the LX 470 is luxury that the Land Cruiser lacked: memory seats, premium audio, additional sound deadening, and interior materials that would not embarrass a Mercedes or BMW of the era. You also gain Lexus's legendary customer service and dealer network. Depreciation has been kinder to the LX 470 than many luxury sport utility vehicles because savvy buyers recognize the underlying Toyota engineering. However, these trucks still represent better value than equivalent Land Cruisers in many cases. High-mileage examples regularly sell under $15,000. The LX 470 proves that luxury and reliability are not mutually exclusive. You can have heated seats and a vehicle that starts every morning for the next 2 decades. Number 12, the Honda Pilot. First generation, 2003 to 2008. Honda's first-generation Pilot established the template for 3-row crossover sport utility vehicles that remains relevant today. This vehicle prioritizes practical transportation over off-road pretensions, and it executes that mission brilliantly. The 3.5-liter V6 is part of Honda's J-Series engine family, proven across Accords, Odysseys, and countless other Honda products. This engine routinely exceeds 200,000 miles, and it has earned a reputation for smooth, trouble-free operation. Seating for 8, available all-wheel drive, and Honda's reputation for reliability made the first-generation Pilot a family favorite when new. Those same qualities make it an excellent used buy today. Annual maintenance costs fall below the mid-size sport utility vehicle average, and major repairs are rare. The Pilot is not designed for serious off-roading, and it does not pretend to be. What it offers is practical, reliable transportation for families who need space without sacrificing dependability. The available all-wheel drive system handles snow and light trail use competently. Clean first-generation Pilots can be found under $10,000, with some higher mileage examples dipping below $7,000. These prices are remarkable considering the vehicle's interior space and proven reliability. This is the Isuzu Trooper second generation from 1992 to 2002. Here's a truck that barely anyone remembers. Forgetting this SUV does not mean it is not capable or reliable. It means you can buy one for almost nothing. The second-generation Trooper was a genuine body-on-frame SUV with available locking differentials and a part-time four-wheel drive system. The 3.2-liter and later 3.5-liter V6 engines were solid performers that, while not particularly powerful, proved durable across high mileage. Isuzu left the American passenger vehicle market in 2008, which created an interesting market dynamic. These trucks are essentially invisible to mainstream buyers, keeping prices depressed even as comparable Toyotas and Jeeps appreciate. You can find running Troopers for under $5,000, some for significantly less. Parts availability is better than you might expect, since Isuzu continues to operate globally and many components were shared with other manufacturers. The Trooper represents genuine off-road capability at prices that barely register as a vehicle purchase. If you want a capable SUV without paying Toyota prices, the Isuzu Trooper is worth investigating. Number 14, the Acura MDX. First and second generation models from 2001 to 2013. Not everyone needs truck-based construction or serious off-road capability. If your priorities include refined handling, premium features, and Honda reliability, the Acura MDX from 2001 to 2013 delivers everything you would expect from Honda's luxury division. The MDX shares its platform with the Honda Pilot, which means you get access to Honda's proven V6 engine and transmission combinations. The super handling all-wheel drive system actively distributes torque between the front and rear axles, and between the left and right rear wheels, for handling that embarrasses most competing luxury SUVs. RepairPal gives the Acura MDX an above-average 3.5 out of 5 reliability rating. Annual repair costs are competitive with mainstream brands despite the luxury positioning. These are not fragile machines that punish owners with expensive problems. The interior quality exceeds what Honda Pilot buyers experienced, with better materials, more sophisticated technology, and attention to detail that justifies the Acura badge. 3-row seating accommodates families comfortably. First-generation MDX examples from 2001 to 2006 can be found under $8,000. Second-generation models from 2007 to 2013 typically sell between $8,000 and $15,000, depending on mileage and condition. This is luxury crossover capability at mainstream prices. Number 15. The Toyota RAV4, second and third generation, from 2001 to 2012. We are closing this list with what might be the most practical choice for most buyers. This compact sport utility vehicle established the template for the segment, and these older generations provide the same essential qualities at a fraction of current prices. The second generation, from 2001 to 2005, offered available V6 power and optional third-row seating in a compact package. The 2.4-liter four-cylinder handled most duties competently, while the 3-liter V6 provided genuine performance. The third generation, from 2006 to 2012, refined the formula with improved interior quality and better crash protection. The 2.5-liter four-cylinder became the primary engine, offering excellent fuel economy alongside Toyota's legendary reliability. Toyota's reputation for building durable vehicles is not accidental. It is the result of conservative engineering that prioritizes longevity over specifications. The RAV4 does not try to impress with horsepower numbers or aggressive styling. It simply works, day after day, year after year, for hundreds of thousands of miles. Available all-wheel drive handles adverse weather without the complexity of truck-based systems. Fuel economy remains competitive with modern compact sport utility vehicles. Maintenance costs fall well below segment averages. Third-generation RAV4s can be found under $10,000 with reasonable mileage. Second-generation examples sell for even less. These are vehicles that will provide reliable transportation for years while costing almost nothing to maintain. And there you have it, 15 old sport utility vehicles that you can buy cheap and keep essentially forever. From the legendary Toyota Land Cruiser to the overlooked Isuzu Trooper, from the luxury of the Lexus GX470 to the practical brilliance of the Honda CR-V, these vehicles prove that the best cars are not always the newest or most expensive. Here is the fundamental truth about buying used SUVs. Vehicles from the late 1990s through the early 2010s were built during a golden era of durability. Manufacturers had not yet discovered how much money they could save with planned obsolescence. Engineering teams designed components to last, and those designs have proven themselves across millions of miles. The key to success is buying smart. Get a pre-purchase inspection, check for rust, review maintenance records, and understand what to expect from each specific model. A little research now saves thousands in repairs later. While everyone else is drowning in monthly payments for crossovers that will be worn out in 10 years, you can be driving something that is already proven for a fraction of the price. The best SUV is not the one on the showroom floor. It is the one that is still running perfectly after your neighbor's fancy new ride has been traded in twice. Choose wisely, maintain diligently, and enjoy decades of reliable service.